Hey, what is up you guys? This is Anthony here from the Ultralight Backpacker. Today I'm coming to you with a little different type of video because I got tagged. One of my buddies here, Matt, over at LeadMe Outdoors, went ahead and tagged me in this video. It is the best backpacking trip that you've ever been on. His video is pretty awesome. Definitely go check him out. LeadMe Outdoors is the channel name. So awesome dude. I've been backpacking with that guy for a couple of years now. Thanks, Matty, for tagging me in that. A little cheers to that. So obviously each backpacking trip is sort of special in its own specific way, at least for me they are. I haven't been on a ton, so each one is kind of memorable for me, and that's why I video them and kind of post them online. If I were to choose just one, which is really hard to do, I would probably say the San Bernardino Divide Trail trip that I recently did with Matt with LeadMe Outdoors and Steve with Tuba Solo the Hiker. And the reason that I picked that trip is, number one, it's the longest backpacking trip I've ever been on. So that was only 2 days, but that's the longest trip I've been on. And the second reason is just the sheer size of this trip, right? So we did a ton of miles, and I think it was like 20 something miles maybe. I'll correct it in the cards if I'm wrong. But we did a couple thousand feet of elevation gain and drop. Like I think we did, you know, 3,000 to 5,000 feet of gain and like 5,000 to drop, which is crazy. And we did that over 2 days. You know, there was really great weather, some of the best views that I've ever seen in the San Bernardino Divide Range. And I just had an excellent time. Jack Straw Springs Trail Camp was the nicest place I've ever stayed. I really loved it there, and hopefully one day I get to go back there again. The second night, we stayed at Saxton Camp, and then that third morning we hiked out down the Dobbs Trail and went back home through Mamier Creek. So that was a fantastic trip. I had such a great time with the guys on that trip, and it really opened my eyes to what true backpacking was. You know, I went with two of my best backpacking friends on that trip, so just that alone I'll never forget. And just going with two other guys who were producing video and two dudes that I talk to daily pretty much, you know, it was just, it's awesome. It's like going up there with family. So you know, it was mainly about the trip and the trail and the views, but also the camaraderie between the guys that went on that trip was something I'll never forget. And that's why I video this stuff. You know, 3 decades from now, I can't wait to watch these videos again and kind of reminisce about this stuff. Another great trip that I have to kind of tribute to would be the Johns Meadow overnight, which was my first 4th season backpacking trip, so I'll salute to that as well. Again, it was with the two same guys, Matt at LeadMe Outdoors and Steve at Tuba Solo the Hiker. So those guys had hiked up earlier in the day. You know, it had been snowing, and so they had hiked to Johns Meadow, pitched their tents, sent pictures from there, and I was still stuck in Orange County buying my wife a car. And so once that deal was done, I had no intention of going backpacking on this trip. I hit the guys up and I said, hey, last minute, I can go. If you guys can clear me a spot in the snow, I'm cruising up. And they said, dude, what are you doing? Get your butt out here. So I headed up there, hit the trailhead around 3 o'clock, hiked as fast as safely possible in the snow with micro spikes and poles and all my gear. I made it there just in the nick of time, just after sunset. It was just a fantastic trip. It was amazing hiking in the snow alone. It was my first time backpacking really alone in the San Bernardino wilderness, and also first time backpacking in snow. So that was an amazing trip. Got to use brand new gear. I had a new Z-Packs duplex tent and a new Z-Packs Arc Blast backpack, so it was fun to kind of bring out some of the ultralight gear and test it out. And again, the same two guys that I always go with were nice enough to clear me a spot, and that I was thankful for because I was pretty tired hiking up there as fast as I did. So those are my two favorite backpacking trips that come to mind for me, and I hope to have many more in the future with some of the old and new faces that I meet throughout the trail. So I got to go ahead and tag 2 people for this video, and the first guy I want to tag, I've only met once, and he was one heck of a cool dude. So Charlie, I'm going to go ahead and tag you, bud. So I'm going to tag you. I want to see what you can do. Let me know what your 2 favorite trips are. They don't even have to be backpacking trips. Could be a car camping trip. Luckily cruises weren't involved in this because I would have picked 2 cruises. And next on the list is a guy that I've been on 1 or 2 backpacking trips with, and it's going to be Hector over at Hector Outdoors. So Hector, let's see what you got, man. name your favorite backpacking or car camping trip, whatever you want. So thanks for watching this, guys. I hope you liked the video. Hopefully we'll keep some new content coming here in the future once we're all allowed to go backpacking again. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.